Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Making My Sister Play Dating Sims. I'm Nathan,
I'm Kaylin.
and we're back with another episode of Ace Academy. And in our last episode, we just finished a match against Lotus something.
Nope.
I don't remember what the team was called, but we just won a match.
Ono Bagacia.
Ono Bagacia.
Yep.
Woo! Glad you remember. I'm clueless. So
But anyway, yeah, we just finished a match.
Yep. May is probably pretty mad at us.
Well, May's fine. Cowrie's mad at us.
Cowrie's mad at us.
Because Cowrie's mad at May. You know how that goes.
That's the way that goes.
Yeah.
So let's carry on. When we enter the pre-combat room, Cowrie is nowhere to be found. She must already be changing.
Or fuming.
Sho and I go to change, but Mayu stays back. She must be really upset if she's actively avoiding Cowrie.
Man, I'm not liking the vibe right now.
Totally killing the mood.
Were you expecting me to hang back?
I didn't say that. I probably would have done the same if I were in your position.
I mean, we kind of had to defend ourselves.
It's
May
in the
did
past
attack
now.
us.
Yeah.
Well, we had to win.
Yeah.
Sho and I finish changing and head back to the pre-combat room. As soon as we enter, Cowrie stomps up to me. Mayu is nowhere to be found.
Mayu is avoiding confrontation.
Why did you do that?
Do what?
I told you I had it, but you engaged her anyway.
How is that a bad thing? Isn't the goal to win the match?
Yes, but that's not what I mean.
Then what do you mean? She frowns.
You don't understand.
How could he? You aren't making any sense at all.
Cowrie tenses and glares at Sho.
I don't have to explain myself to you.
No, Cowdy.
Oh.
We turn around to see Mayu. Her jaw is set and her eyes are hard. I've never seen her this upset before. It's chilling. Cowrie's eyes widen.
Mayu?
You put your personal agenda above the team and risked the match. Our positioning was compromised, and I had no support. Those two were out of position because of an aggressive call that you made. That ended up costing us 2 depowered gears, one of which was avoidable. So no, you do owe us an explanation.
Her voice is calm but severe. Mayu's ice is a lot more unnerving than any of Cowrie's fiery outbursts.
This is getting out of control. Back off, Mayu. We're waiting for an answer, Cowrie, or just dots. I mean, Cowrie is the one who's being unreasonable here, so I'm gonna side with Mayu, I guess. We're waiting for an answer.
Reasonable. Mayu has a point. Sho nods and we all look at Cowrie. Cowrie looks between the three of us, then sighs.
I get it. I made a mistake. But I can't be expected to always make the perfect calls.
We don't expect that from you either. But when you start throwing the blame around...
I'm sorry, okay?
That didn't sound very sincere.
It would help if you meant it.
Cowrie clenches her hands into fists.
I said I'm sorry! I messed up. It was my fault. Blame me. What else do you want?
Let's drop it. She's already said sorry. Sho crosses his arms but nods. At least Mayu seems to have returned to her normal demeanor.
Okay.
We usually celebrate as a team after a win, but I get the feeling that won't happen this time.
Yeah, kinda awkward.
After picking up our stuff, we exit the pre-combat room. Maya's waiting for us outside, leaning against the door.
Hey guys, congratulations on the win.
I glance at May, barely registering her presence, too wrapped up in what happened in the pre-combat room. May's smile falters when no one answers.
Wow, with gloomy faces like that, I'd think you were the ones that lost.
Shut up, May!
Whoa.
May flinches from the ferocity of Cowrie's voice.
I was just kidding, Cowrie.
This is all your fault!
Oh.
May is stunned into silence.
You seriously need to calm down. May didn't do anything.
Just a match.
You're being too harsh, Kaori.
Kaori's eyes flash.
You guys are taking her side? I thought you were my teammates!
We aren't taking anyone's side, but since the match, you've been acting like a complete...
Sho!
Sho catches himself and falls silent. Kaori looks at him.
A complete what?
nothing.
She pauses. When she finally speaks, her voice cracks.
I see. That's how you really feel.
Sho's look softens.
No, I didn't mean that.
Kaori turns to face May.
You.
She lowers her head.
You always turn my friends against me.
Oh.
She spins on her heel and walks away. When she thinks she's out of eyesight, she starts running.
Kaori!
Kaori disappears. Sho is about to rush after her when May blocks his path.
I have to go apologize. I didn't mean what I said.
May sighs.
You need to give her space right now, or you'll just make it worse.
Sho looks torn, but doesn't try to follow Kaori.
I don't think I've ever seen her too upset to yell.
Mayo looks down worriedly at her feet.
I was too mean to her earlier. I'm sorry.
You guys shouldn't blame yourselves. Kaori just needs time to cool off.
Sound like you speak from experience.
I mean, they've been friends for a long time, right?
May sighs and nods. What's up with her saying that you always turn my friends against me?
It's a long story. Something that happened back in middle school.
Something to do with Ryota? You two go way back?
Yeah, we do.
May's pocket vibrates. She pulls out her phone and reviews the message.
My team is wondering where I am. Don't worry too much about Kaori. She'll be okay. I'll talk to her when she's calmed down.
We nod and watch May head out. I don't feel any less guilty.
I shouldn't have acted that way earlier.
No, it was my stupid comments. I never should have said something like that.
I guess they still feel guilty too.
Let's give Kaori her space like May suggested. I'll go check up on her. I think May knows her better. And that Kaori probably just needs some time.
It's reasonable. We should listen to May. She's known Kaori the longest, and it sounds like she's had to deal with this situation before. We should give Kaori some time. Sho and Maya glance at each other, then nod.
I'm still going to apologize.
Me too.
We can do that tomorrow as a team.
Okay.
Uncomfortable silence settles in. Although we haven't lost a match yet, I doubt it would make us feel worse than we do right now. There's no point in hanging around here feeling guilty. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay. Good night.
Bye.
I wave and head to my bike. The entire ride home, I run through the events leading up to Kaori's departure and come up with multiple ways we could have handled the situation.
Multiple solutions for, situations that never actually happened.
Hindsight's always 20/20.
Uh-huh.
House is quiet when I arrive home. A little relieved as I'm exhausted, so I head straight to bed and fall fast asleep. Our usual theme music alarm wakes us up.
Yep.
Turn off my alarm and stretch, then let out a groan. Yesterday was a really intense day. I'm certainly feeling it now. At least it's Friday. With a regretful sigh, I roll out of bed and prepare for my classes. I grab a quick breakfast and drive to school. Yuna is waiting for me in class and smiles broadly when I sit down next to her. Hi, Yuna.
Hey! Sorry we haven't had a chance to catch up. How did your meeting go with Yuri?
It wasn't as bad as I anticipated, even though he asked a lot of questions.
Yeah, he was a cool dude.
About Eagle?
No, he was interested in my team back at CINY. She blinks in genuine surprise.
Oh, I was under the impression he was curious about Eagle.
It's okay. I didn't mind. Clearly he did his homework about how teams are run in the States because he didn't seem surprised by anything I shared. Yuna nods.
There's a reason why he's the youngest account manager to manage a team at Dashu.
Have you talked with him yet?
Yes, he said that you show a lot of promise, and he's confident that if the rest of your teammates are as determined as you are, then you'll definitely be a force to be reckoned with.
That's it? She furrows her brow in concern.
Yeah. Should he have said anything else?
Guess he was serious when he said I should talk to her about her brother.
Oh, yeah. He wanted us to ask her ourselves.
Actually, maybe now isn't the right time to bring up this conversation.
I mean, we're about to have class, so no, let's talk about it later.
Yeah, that's probably
When
a
it's-
good plan.
You know, more timely.
Bombarding her right before class begins doesn't seem like very smart timing. Professor will get here and start class before we really have a chance to talk, and, we'll probably spend all of class stressing out about this.
Just checking. Yeah, how he's clearly into me. No. I want to say this so bad. I mean, I don't think there's any
You
consequences.
very well could if you really want
Yeah,
to.
I don't think there'd be any harm in a little joking around. Let's do it.
I mean, he was asking me a lot of questions.
How if I liked long walks on the beach or not?
Is that bad?
How many kids I wanted?
No, but clearly he was trying to get to know me pretty well.
I don't understand. Wasn't that the point of meeting you?
Just kind of going whoop right over her head.
I sigh. Yes it was. Professor enters the room and gets settled.
So she
Good
didn't
morning,
even.
everyone. Please open your textbooks to page 81.
For Gear History 201.
Your assignments are on the web link. Have a great day.
Fastest class I've ever been to.
Yeah.
Yuna and I pack up our things and walk out of class together. How sweet.
Oh,
Arm in arm.
probably not.
Do you have another class to go to?
No, but I have to meet my physiotherapy professor. I'm a TA for his class.
I didn't know you were a DA.
Yep, I don't usually help out in his Friday classes, but he's holding exams today, so I need to be there. Do you have any other classes?
No, but I'm kind of hungry. I'll go grab lunch in the pilot's lounge. Her face lights up.
Oh, you're lucky. They're supposed to have really good food.
I grin. They too. And they even have burgers. Yuna's eyes grow wide.
Are they better than the ones we had?
No, nothing's better than what we had. 1,000,000 times, yes.
We could go Shrug, Sappy, or
I bet you want what you can't have. I'm gonna be sappy.
go for it. Be sappy. I gaze gently into her
She
eyes.
probably won't get it.
Nothing can compare to what we had. She gives me a strange look.
Okay.
Yep.
Yuna pouts.
Aw, I wish I could try them.
Maybe I'll smuggle one out for you.
Really?
I'm taken aback by her hopeful gaze. I guess if they have them, I will. They don't have them every day. She beams.
That would be great.
Yuna checks the time.
Oops, I'm going to be late. I'll see you later.
Bye. I wave as she dashes off. Alone, I make my way to the pilot's lounge.
Who knew she'd be so happy about a smuggled cafeteria burger?
No, I'm sure burgers are like contraband. I check out the menu on display in the lounge. There's the usual Japanese fare that I can find in the dining hall too. Today's special is, I have no idea how to pronounce that spaghetti, popularly known as ketchup spaghetti.
Napolitan or Napolitan spaghetti.
Napolitan.
Yep.
The bartender approaches me and waits expectantly.
Order Napolitan spaghetti, choose something else. I think I lost my appetite. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Let's try ketchup spaghetti. I could have written this game.
You could have written this entire script. It's like you know what's coming next. Or I guess in this case, when in Japan. 1 Napolitan spaghetti, please. Bartender nods. He brings me my order and I take it to an empty table. As soon as I sit down, someone slides into the seat across from me. I'm ready to apologize and ask if this table was taken when I take a good look at the girl smiling at me.
Oh,
May?
Is this seat taken?
No. You can sit here.
Thanks.
This is a little uncomfortable after what happened yesterday. I think she feels it too. Have you talked to Kaori yet?
No. I figured it would be best to give her some space. I haven't seen her that upset since...
She hesitates.
there's definitely a story back there.
Since Ryuta? May blinks, but seems relieved.
Oh, Kaori told you about Ryota?
Not really.
Sort of. I'm not about to tell her I was listening in on their conversation a few days ago.
Did she say it was all my fault?
It was certainly implied. May sighs.
I wish I'd never said anything.
I blink. May doesn't strike me as someone who has many regrets. She's always cheerful and seems to take whatever life throws at her in stride. I believe that you meant well.
Thanks. If only Kaori could see that. I wasn't trying to ruin her friendship with Ryota, or my friendship with her. They would have been so cute together. You know, if Ryota hadn't been such a jerk. And how awesome would it have been if my two friends ended up together?
Sounds like you were excited for her.
I was! Even back then, Kaori was more reserved around people. She didn't like to show her feelings. So I was so excited when she told me she liked Ryota.
If he was such a jerk, why were you friends with him?
He wasn't always like that. Honestly, I don't know why he exploded the way he did. We used to do everything together. His family even took us on their vacations. I knew him back in elementary school when he still had huge glasses and would tell goofy jokes that were too smart to be funny. Kids used to pick on him a lot. So we entered middle school and he worked hard to change his image. He lost the glasses and became more serious. The more I think about it, the more I think he stuck with us out of obligation, rather than true feeling. We were his only friends for a long time, until he hit his growth spurt. Then all the girls were suddenly interested.
Aha, so puberty hit him hard.
May looks thoughtful.
Actually, I think it was when the other girls started to notice him that Kaori liked him too.
You still keep in touch with him?
Of course not.
She hits the table for emphasis.
I told him all that stuff in confidence, thinking maybe it would give him a push to make a move.
Ah, so she tried to set them up. And it didn't work
Well,
out.
he made a move, all right. He went out of his way to hurt Kaori. What kind of friend is that? That's not a person I want to associate with. It's just frustrating that Kaori would lump me into the same category as him.
Oh, why not?
That sounds like her. This explains so much. Why even bother? Wow. I'll just say this explains so much.
Thank you, May.
Huh? For what?
Finally understands why Kaori acts so Kaori-like. May's eyes widen.
You think I turned her into that?
Makes sense. She's withdrawn, quick to make judgments, stubborn. May laughs.
She's sort of always been like that, I think. She's always been stubborn, at least.
If it's been so long, why do you still try so hard with her? May looks at me as if I've sprouted a third arm.
I think from May's perspective, they've always been friends.
Mhm.
She's my friend.
Yeah.
Yep.
I left her alone for a while so she could cool off. And I admit, I was angry at her for a long time too. But then I saw her withdraw completely. No one should be alone. I know she hasn't forgiven me yet, but she will.
How can you be so sure?
It might take her a little longer, but in the end, Kaori always sees reason.
May is completely confident that Kaori will forgive her. That must be how she can still act so familiar. Pardon me while I can't speak English. Familiarly with her, even though Kaori doesn't reciprocate those feelings.
That is a difficult word, to be fair.
I have to admit, I kind of admire May for that.
Anyway, since I really didn't get the chance to say it yesterday, congrats on your win.
I blink. Oh, thanks.
But don't get used to it. Ana Bugeisha has a lot of practicing to do. It won't be that easy the next time we battle.
You call that easy? You're still gonna lose. This was a good fight. Let's be a good sport. This was a good fight.
If the next match we have is half as good as the one we just had, I'll be satisfied. May grins.
Don't worry. Us girls won't be going down easy.
They're not easy, ladies.
From the corner of my eye, I spot Kaori and Sho enter the pilot's lounge. Sho's still alive and in one piece. They must have worked things out with each other.
It's a good sign.
That's a relief. Kaori searches the room and briefly makes eye contact with me before glancing away. Then, to my surprise, she walks over to us. Sho follows. May is just as surprised when Kaori and Sho sit with us.
What's going on, Broseph?
Nothing much. Where's Mayu?
Class.
I look over at Kaori. Hey, Kaori.
Hi.
She looks sideways at May.
Hi, May.
Well,
May doesn't react right away. Then squeals in delight and throws her arms around Kaori.
Hi!
May! Stop it!
Kaori pulls away in a huff and May laughs. The four of us continue to chat together. The tensions felt from yesterday are completely gone, as if the day never happened. May even got Kaori to laugh.
nice.
Woo!
That's an achievement.
Steam, you need an achievement for that.
Got Kaori to laugh.
Got Kaori to laugh. Eventually, we all go our separate ways as everyone heads to their class or other obligations. I still have some free time.
Mayu or Sho? Let's hang out with Broseph.
Broseph, man.
No, sorry, I'm Broseph.
He's our Broseph.
Eh.
I'm in the mood for a sweet latte, so I decided to make my way across the campus quad towards the cafe.
Watch out!
Ninja reflex.
I instinctively sidestep and watch a frisbee fly past my head. Three guys approach me and I recognize Sho as one of them.
Broseph? Sorry about that.
Excellent work, Sho. I especially like the part where you did the mid-air twirl and completely whiffed your throw.
That was going to be a legendary move. It just so happens that my fingers were a little sweaty.
Sure.
But it was going to be legendary.
Going to be legendary. The two guys glance at each other and then...
Glance at each other other.
The two guys glance at each other then laugh. Wait, don't I have class with these guys?
Oh, are these the guys who were like, when Valerie came up to us and was like, here's my number, they were like, dude, how'd you do that?
How'd you get that, man?
Teach us your moves.
Quite possible.
I think
One of
it
them
is.
turns towards me.
Anyway, you okay?
His eyes widen when he recognizes me.
It's the chick magnet!
Yep.
Yep, I have class with them.
You're right!
Wait, what? Where?
They both point at me.
This guy.
This guy?
This guy!
This guy.
I'm pretty sure they're referring to the first time I met Valerie in class. Hey guys.
You know each other?
Yeah, he's been teaching us how to pick up the ladies.
I don't know about that, but okay.
Yeah? What?
Don't deny your talents! We've seen you hanging around campus with that blonde bombshell!
Well, yeah, she's our team engineer. Sho perks up.
Oh, you guys mean Valerie?
You know her too?
They both stare at Sho with awe.
Your childhood friend, the girl from gymnastics, and now the engineer chick too?
Damn, Sho!
Sho looks as perplexed as I do.
What are you guys rambling about?
The pair share a knowing look with each other, then cross their arms and nod.
We have a ways to go.
You don't know how lucky you are, Sho.
But one day, we'll reach your level.
Sho shrugs.
Anyway,
He looks at me.
what brings you here, Broseph?
Just heading to the cafe. You?
I was just showing these guys an awesome frisbee throw I saw on MeTube.
Me too.
Me too. Cleverly done, game makers.
Awesome, he says.
They laugh again.
Oh, I'll show you. Watch.
I'm gonna stand a safe distance away.
Sho
this time.
grabs the frisbee and takes a few steps back to give himself space. Then he takes a running start to build momentum, jump spins in the air, and whips the frisbee free. It goes flying. That actually looked pretty cool. Even the two other guys are impressed. Frisbee curves back like a boomerang, but instead of coming back to us, it's heads straight for a well-dressed older man in a blazer.
Uh-oh.
Crap, not again. Watch out!
The man catches the frisbee midair. He looks around and makes a beeline towards us when he spots us.
Ninja reflexes.
Uh-oh.
It was nice hanging out with you, but, we've got class.
Yeah, we'll talk to you guys later.
Wait, where are you going? What about your frisbee?
Keep it!
The two friends speed walk away into the distance,
Then they're like, bye.
Cowards!
because apparently they know whoever this is, and
Or
they don't
they're
wanna...
expecting trouble anyway, yeah.
As the man approaches, his eyes widen in surprise. But not nearly as wide as Sho's.
Oh, does Sho know this person?
Akio.
Oh,
Hello,
yeah.
Sho.
They look eerily similar. You two know each other? Sho nods.
This is my brother.
All trace of laughter is gone from his voice. He's strangely stiff and formal. It's obvious he's not very comfortable around his brother.
So he's a brother, but not like a bro.
Not like a bro. Not like a
I'm
bro.
Akio Shinjiro.
Arthur Pendragon. I feel awesome saying that every time. He smiles politely.
What are you doing here?
I'm the guest lecturer for Sino Robotics and the modern business world.
Why didn't you tell me you were coming?
Although Sho's careful to keep any sense of bitterness and disapproval from his voice, it's clear he's not pleased by the surprise. They don't act very brotherly.
I only arrived a few hours ago. I was going to text you after the first lecture.
He smiles.
But since you're here, let's pencil in something for the weekend.
Sho shrugs.
I'll have to check my schedule first.
Akio nods.
Of course. Let's say tentative for Saturday.
Sure, but I might be busy.
Then
Wow.
let me know when you can.
Akio looks at me.
You're welcome to join us. I'd like to get to know Sho's friends. He doesn't share much about.
I get the feeling that most of Sho's friends would be very uncomfortable around you. That's probably why.
Don't you have a lecture to go to?
Akio sighs. He checks his watch.
Correct. Let's continue this conversation over the weekend.
Bye.
Goodbye.
As Akio disappears into a nearby building, I look at Sho. His jaw is set and his eyes are clouded. This is really out of character for him.
What was that all about? Why are you being a jackass? I'm not getting involved. What was that all about? That was weird.
Your brother seems nice. Sho just shrugs. He rarely ever talks about his family, and I guess his family being here still isn't enough to get him to open up about them. You're not exactly yourself around him.
You don't know him like I do.
What do you mean?
What's he like?
He's not as he seems. I don't trust him just showing up out of the blue.
I'm sure he knows his brother best, but I didn't get that feeling.
He lives and works in London, so the fact that he's here is very suspicious.
That is a long ways away.
Well, he said he was invited to lecture for a class. Sho doesn't seem convinced.
It's too convenient. And why now?
Regardless, he did come all this way. Aren't you going to at least see him this weekend? Sho sighs.
Yes, but only because he'll be a nuisance if I don't.
Do you want me to come on Saturday?
If you want to.
I don't want to intrude.
No, it's fine. Actually, I
Okay.
think I prefer you coming. Maybe then he'll be on his best behavior.
Okay. This is getting really awkward. Parts of me thinks it would be a bad idea to go, but maybe I can help mediate and smooth things over between them. Anyways. Oh,
Oh, that's supposed to be show.
But he's not talking.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna head off. Alright, have a good one. Sho nods and heads towards his dorm. Can't help but feel a bit uneasy from that entire exchange.
Yeah. That was pretty weird. And we're out of time for today's episode.
Alright.
Oh gosh.
Well, our phone rings unexpectedly.
Yeah.
And it's Valerie.
And it's Valerie.
But until next time, everyone, be sure to hit that subscribe button.
Like the
us.
video if you like.
Yeah. And be sure to tune in for more from us. Until then,
Bye.
bye.